You wanted to see me, Chief Root?
Yes. First, congrats on getting married to Matt. But I was surprised that I wasn't invited to the ceremony.
That's because we didn't bother with anything formal. We just had Reverend Denton conduct the event in the sanctuary after last Sunday's service. As you know, I am an orphan, so I had no family to come and attend, and Matt was estranged from his alcoholic parents, so for years it has been just us two.
I see. Well, I'm thinking of resigning as police chief to have my own wedding in a few months. I made contact online with this Jewish lady that my mother told me about. Her name is Barbara Shrike and she lives in Boston. She will be arriving here tomorrow to see me for the first time.
And you are willing to marry her already?
Call me a mama's boy if you want, but my mother really likes her and so that makes me think she will be good for me. Anyway, here is a pic of her.
Could you send that pic to my own smartphone? I think I may know her, but I need to double check our records.
Sure, no problem.
Welcome to the Tuscany Tavern. What would you like? I'm not here to eat. And I need to talk to Jessica. I know she is here and she is expecting me. Sure, one moment. What do you want to see me about? And should I address you as Sergeant Lisinski now? No, my last name is still Graham. Anyway, several years ago, you gave a lecture at our UU church about domestic violence and how you were a victim of it. And I remember you showing us a pic of the one who abused you back then. You said her name was Barbara, right? That's right. She was my last love partner before I met Lucy. Well, it looks like she may be coming to this town. Look at this pic. Oh, no. She looks much older, but that is certainly the Barbara I knew before. Then you need to have a serious talk with Police Chief Root about her. She is coming here to meet with him. And possibly marry him. What? Not again.
So what do you know about this Barbara that I don't?
First, she is not Jewish. In fact, she was raised in an atheist family, just as I was. Second, she is an alcoholic. She drank heavily when I was with her. Third, she has a violent temper and she beat me several times when I was living with her. Fourth, she became a Jehovah's Witness to help her quit drinking and then became a mind slave to a male witness who somehow persuaded her to become his fiancée. But then they broke up and she left the witnesses to become a Baha'i. The last time I saw her, she said she was still a lesbian. So why the hell would she be trying to hook up with a Jewish man who happens to live in the same town as me?
So you think she is using me to try to get back in your life?
Most likely. She did tell me I was the best lover she ever had.
That's still quite a stretch. She didn't even contact me directly. She first befriended my mother. Apparently they attended synagogue together in Boston. As you know, I was born in Ireland, but spent my high school years in Boston before moving to Texas 15 years ago to join this town's police force. You know the rest.
Sorry if I seem paranoid. It's just an odd coincidence, I guess.
Stranger things have happened, I guess. But now that you have told me the truth about her, I am quite happy to not have her in my life. You may deal with her instead. And I will have a talk with my mother about playing matchmaker with me. I guess mothers sometimes do not know best.
Thanks for coming with me to meet Barbara at the airport.
Of course. We need to present a united front towards her here, just as we did when we dealt with her in Boston. She must never be allowed to hurt you again.
And here she comes now.
So this is the place you actually met Barbara?
Yes. That's why I didn't want to come here after we hooked up. That and I was worried you might get drunk like she did.
No, I've always been a strict teetotaler. I can't even stand the taste of alcohol.
Look who just showed up. Gee, which is worse, A brainwashed cultist or a hypocrite pretending to be a brainwashed cultist?
Good question. Of course, it is better still to be neither.
Jessica, is that you? And what are you doing here? I could ask you the same damn question, Barbara. Aren't you a little too old to be chasing after men you haven't even met yet? Seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you saying that Teddy Roo doesn't want to see me and sent you to intercept me instead? That's right. You weren't coming to my town for him, were you? You were coming after me. After all these years, you still want me, right? Well, you can never have me.
I am Jessica's wife and have been for almost 30 years. I gave her the stable life you couldn't, and so you are nothing compared to me. So you should turn around and simply go back to Boston.
But I just got here, and can't I at least have a meeting with Teddy Roo to talk things out with him? For the record, only his mother ever calls him Teddy. He prefers to be called Theodore. And he already knows you are a lesbian and about your past history, thanks to me. So you will have no chance with him. You will only break his heart. Just as you broke mine. You are wrong, Jessica. I quit drinking long ago and I am no longer the violent bitch you knew. I got plenty of therapy to deal with my personal demons, and my therapist was Jewish. I became interested in Judaism after I was kicked out of the Baha'i community in Boston for hooking up with another lesbian who was also Baha'i. And then she committed suicide. Her death tore my heart out. Oh, no. I am so sorry. That's why, once I learned about Theodore Roo from his mother, I wanted to come to your town. To see him and also to see you. To see if there was some way you could forgive me for what happened so we both could move on together. Because aside from you and Theodore, I have no one else that I could love in my life. Barbara, I'm sorry, but I left the past with you behind so long ago I never think about you anymore. Even if Lucy was not with me, I could never be in love with you again. Nor can Police Chief Root. So just go to a hotel, stay there for a night or two, and then return to Boston. That's all you can do, really. Thank you for standing here with me against Barbara. But I find myself wondering if I did the right thing by rejecting her again.
Of course you did. How would you have felt if Patrick had come here and tried to get back into Carrie's life, trying to split her and Debbie apart?
I would have kicked his damned ass. He hurt her. Debbie is the best thing in Carrie's life, and no one should try to replace her, ever.
Exactly. And it is the same with you and me. Forever.